Welcome everyone to this edition of Looking at Louisville. I'm Chaz.
I'm Stacy.
And we are here to talk about ideas, fresh ideas. You know, it's September.
It's back to school.
And you know what? We're going to be talking about the 2009 IdeaFestival, which is held here in Louisville. And I believe it's going into its 9th year. And we're going to be speaking with the founder, Chris Kimmel, a little bit later.
Because you actually attended the events last year and have a lot of that on film, right?
Yes, and we're going to be talking not only with Chris, but we're also going to be looking at everything that happens at that event. In fact, that's why we're here at this restaurant. We always go to a restaurant, and we're at Corbett's because they are involved with the IdeaFestival as well.
They have an event that they actually create on Main Street in downtown Louisville, and they put tables all the way down the center of the street and cater that. It was a lot of fun. You attended last year. Corbett sponsored it last year. They're also a part of it this year. I've been wanting to come here for a while to do this podcast. You haven't been here,
yes.
right? It's a great spot here in East Louisville. Corbett's an American place. It was named by Esquire magazine last year as one of the best new restaurants in the whole U.S. So. Quite an amazing restaurant owned by Dean Corbett, who also owns Jack's Lounge and Equus in St. Matthews in Louisville, which have been Louisville institutions for a number of years. But I'm excited about the lunch that we're about to have, and excited about taking a look back at all the fun you had at IdeaFestival last year.
Well, that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go to the dining on Main Street, and then we're going to show you some of the speakers that attended last year's event, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the food we're going to order. Then we'll do some more of the IdeaFestival.
Enjoy.
Everybody, for your fish course this evening, we have a Kentucky farm-raised striped bass.
It's been delicious, outstanding.
This was amazing. I would have never thought in my life that I would be eating in the middle of Main Street.
It's been a really good time, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the festival.
Having dinner in the middle of Main Street, where I do a lot of my business with customers, is just awesome.
What this guy went through to close the streets and get all of the food vendors here, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
What's the inside scoop?
We got hard work, we got good partners. Great partners. We got great partners.
Great event, loved it. And in the next couple of years, I can see it going down 2 more blocks.
Yes.
400 or 500 people. That's what we need to have happen. So spread the word.
Speed is distance divided by time. Either that quantity or both quantities might be measured differently depending on whether we are moving or not with respect to each other. That's it.
What I like about the kind of philosophy that often gets derided in popular culture is the idea that it enables us to indulge our imaginations in a way that's safe and effective. That is, it does extend our sense of the possible.
Not just empires or great powers or even superpowers, but this far rarer phenomenon of hyperpowers, by which I mean the remarkably few societies, by my count barely more than a handful in all of history, that amassed such extraordinary economic and military might that they basically dominated the world.
Humana is sponsoring a free bike sharing program called Freewheelin' for the duration of IdeaFest. And we just want people to get healthy, get out on the bikes, remember how fun it is to ride a bike, and just enjoy.
It's really about bringing people together to explore innovation, creativity across all different disciplines, whether it's the arts or science or design or education, philosophy. And I think part of it is because what we've discovered is that true innovation, really the breakthrough kind of innovation that's making a huge difference in the world in all these different areas, is emerging from the connections between different disciplines. It's emerging from organizations and people that understand those connections make the connections and basically can deconstruct and reconstruct knowledge in all new ways to create new products, new ideas, new services that haven't been around before, that haven't existed. And I think that's what's really changing the world, and that's really what the festival is about, is to bring together all these people from all these different walks of life, all different backgrounds, to share their thoughts about different ideas and to get people out of the box and to really let them explore some of the cutting edge things that are going on across a range of fields.
Well, I'm sure after seeing that segment, on the food and of course the speakers, I'm sure that you're hungry with not only your stomach but also with the knowledge that the Idea Festival gives you. But we just finished eating here, and I'm full.
I'm stuffed.
So what did you have?
Well, we started, both of us and Mark, with 2 appetizers.
Yes.
They're calamari, which they're so good, they're so succulent and flavorful, they don't even need like a sauce, a dipping sauce, which they don't have.
Yes.
And the tomato and feta bruschetta. For an entree, I had the grilled salmon on a bed of Israeli couscous and sautéed spinach. Mark had a burger with the most amazing sweet potato fries I've ever had. They seem like they're battered, but they're actually rolled in arrowroot, which is a powder, kind of like a cornstarch. But anyway, they're the most amazing.
They were truly
I mean, it
incredible.
makes you want to eat your vegetables, right?
Right. And then I had, of course, a salad with the blackened chicken. And everything here, this is a truly, this is one of the top 25 restaurants in the country, and
Absolutely.
I understand why.
I see why, yeah. So we're ready to order dessert?
Right, we're going to order some dessert. And speaking of great food, at the Idea Festival, they have a thing called the Taste of Innovation, where some of the best restaurants in Louisville get together and they think outside the box on how they can make food differently and excite people about something that they do every day. They eat, but the Idea Festival is about pushing the imagination, not only with your mind, but with food also.
With your palate. And
Yes.
I think the bourbon tastings don't hurt.
No, so
Good
let's.
choice.
We're going to get some dessert, and we'll see you back here.
I'm Stephen Ton. I'm with Bossa Restaurant, located on 2244 Frankfurt Avenue. I think it's important that we're involved with the Idea Fest because we are always pushing the envelope, trying to introduce new things, kind of make people out of their comfort zone. So it's very important that the public tries something new.
Louisville has amazing restaurants, and it's really nice to get to try them all out in a single venue.
Well, needless to say, the Taste of Innovation has lots of great food, but we had some great desserts here at
I don't
Corbett's.
think I'm going to eat till next week.
No, we'll definitely get a workout
The
in.
peach ice cream was amazing. It might not be here when you come because the peaches are in season right now, but the sorbet probably will
I had a
be.
strawberry sorbet and a espresso.
Mark had a cobbler.
Oh, and one thing that we forgot is the wine selection here. They have an impeccable wine selection, and they have a wine cellar as well.
You're going to tour that later,
Yes,
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
give a little bit of inside skinny on it.
So tickets to Idea Festival, you can check out all the fabulous speakers they have at IdeaFestival.com. There's one in particular that I think you and I both want to
Yes.
see, right?
Anthony Bourdain.
That's right.
And there will be reservations for that
Yeah.
because I'm sure that will probably get sold out.
They,
very
they
quickly.
have amazing speakers from all over the world. There's
Yeah,
some
they've had Steve
international-
Wozniak in the past, which was one of the co-founders of Apple
And
Computers.
tickets, you can spend big bucks, get an all-access pass for $399, or some of the events are free, and some of the ticket prices I saw were $20, $25, $30, so very affordable as well. And if you can't make it this year, it'll be coming back every September for as long as we can imagine, right?
Right. And so for more information, just go to IdeaFestival.com, or if you have any questions about this episode or ideas for upcoming episodes, please send them to podcast@gotolouisville.com. Of course, you can always go to twitter.com/gotolouisville and even facebook.com and do a search for Go to Louisville there
That
as well.
reminds me, while you're on Twitter, look up Idea Festival. They are actually going to be sending Twitter feeds throughout the event this year about if jams, these sort of impromptu speaker sessions, conversations, performers that they'll be doing throughout the venue, and you will only be able to find out about them on Twitter.
Right. So as always,
You're looking at Louisville.
see you real soon.